Hi, my name's Alan Witherley. I live in Crystal Palace in southeast London. I'm visually impaired. I have an eye condition called Leber's disease, which means I have lots of coloured lights in front of my eyes, which affects my close vision and long-sighted vision, and I'm registered blind. I lost most of my sight overnight when I was 9. I went to bed one evening and got up the following day with these coloured lights in front of my eyes. It took about 6 to 7 weeks to get a diagnosis as to what it was, but basically what I've been told is that the nerve at the back of my eyes are damaged and diseased, and so that the vision can't be restored, but the vision that I've got at the moment I will keep for the rest of my life. Since I lost my eyesight, one of the games that I really enjoy is tennis, but I've never been able to play it because I can't see the ball. So when a group of Japanese visually impaired players came over in January of last year, they brought the game of Soundball tennis over to us and ran 2 demonstration events, one for visually impaired young people and one for adults, and that's where I first played the game. I guess one of the things which amazed me most of all was watching totally blind people being able to play this game. The ball is a larger, like a foam ball, slightly larger than a tennis ball, and has beads in it, so it makes a noise when it goes over the net. For a totally blind person, they get 3 bounces, so that they can listen for the ball. When it comes over the net, it bounces, makes a noise, and they can return the ball to their colleague who they're playing against.
More or less, an angle, okay. So again, what I'm doing is you're throwing the ball up in front of you, not too high. You bring your racket higher above your shoulder and you're coming forward.
My name is Michael Sharkey. I'm a physiotherapist. I currently have 2 jobs in that. I work with a school for kids with special needs and also for a semi-professional football team.
So it's up in the air and forward. Now, the challenge again for you is going to be in the air, the distance, yeah, how far, and then the elements of what is happening up there.
Okay.
Are you sensitive to light as well, or light sensitive?
Well, the more light there is, the better I can see.
The better, okay. Well, up there we got some fluorescent lights, yeah. So, and it's quite a dark ball.
Yeah.
Okay. So take the ball, throw it up in the air, but without hitting it now. Okay. Just see if you can try and get an idea of where you're throwing it. I'll tell you how high. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Because your arm coming over, put your arm up. Yes. So you want to throw your ball so you're over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you follow through. Yeah.
Right. We'll give it a go if you feel comfortable. Okay. Well done.
It's good fun. It seems to be sticking pretty close to the rules of normal tennis, so I think that's probably a good thing, and very, very challenging. Quite hard to hit the darn thing, but it's good. I enjoyed it. It's just getting used to the technique and everything. I mean, because I like sport so much, I have fitness to keep going on for a little while, but also being able to track the ball as well when it's coming towards you and knowing exactly where it is, because even at the end I was misjudging where the ball was going to. In terms of how many sports there already are, I think I personally think that there's quite a lot of choice, and that's a good thing. I think Great Britain is one of the better countries for that. I know in Europe, for visually impaired people, you play goalball or you don't play anything at all because there's just not the choice around. So I think Great Britain are pretty good at it, actually.
You're going to realise you don't need to go that low. Okay, again, it's just getting familiar with the noise of the ball. I'm Carol Bailey. I'm from South Africa. I've been playing tennis for 34 years. And I've come to the United Kingdom coaching tennis. I've got qualifications, international qualifications, and I have a friend who's partially sighted and who's very interested in playing tennis, and she got involved with Metro, who introduced the game to her, and she asked me to please come along and being interested in coaching tennis. I coach mini tennis with the LTA mini tennis. I thought it would be quite a challenge and quite interesting to try and assist or help with coaching of disabled people, and especially with the sound tennis, that was more of an interest, that it's at grassroots level and they're still trying to develop it in the country. But I think it's very important for everyone to have the opportunity to play some form of sport.
We've been playing now for, I would say, about 6 to 9 months. We had our first competition here last summer where we had about 20 people playing. It's a really good game because it's sort of like something that we can do. We can play singles, we can play doubles, we can play in a tournament, we can play it relaxing. It's just fun to do on a Friday night. I really look forward to coming down here and seeing my friends and playing tennis.
My name is Odette Batwell, and I started to play tennis about a year ago, and it all started when the Japanese came over to do a demo near Baker Street at the Seymour Sports Centre, and they were totally blind guys, and they played so well and it was so impressive. They really inspired me, and I thought, this can become a real sport, not just a game for the blindies, you know. So quite a few people that came to see the demonstration got really inspired and started a group. So I started to come and practice, and it sort of never stopped from that day onwards. And we had a tournament last July, and I won the ladies section. So that really got me going as well. And it's very social. We don't just play. We end up in the pub, and that's really nice to have a Friday sort of social. And people are very friendly and very nice, so I really developed also a new circle of friends, and that's been really important for me. Where I see the sport going, well, I hope our first aim at this stage is to get the British Lawn Tennis Association to endorse it as an official sport. What I would really like them to do is to make the sport into a Paralympic sport. So also our next stage then will be to spread it all around Europe. I mean, I'm French, so I'm hoping to go to France and develop it in France. Dawn is from Ireland, and any country that we can go to, we'll actually go, bring the sports, you know, show them the balls, show them the rules, and hopefully then develop national and international tournaments, and then go and beat the Japanese at their own game.
The colours of the ball, they have been using some yellow balls tonight, and because we're using a wooden court, it's very difficult to see. The black balls are easier to see because they contrast. Also, some of us, our vision on the left or right hand side isn't so good, so when the ball comes down our left or right side, it means sometimes that we miss it and we just don't pick it up, but the sound helps considerably. I think that we could certainly have in the future a national competition as well as a regional competitions. I think it's great because totally blind people can play it as well as partially sighted people, men, women. It's great fun, and I think it's so innovative that it's given visually impaired people a chance to play a game that they've never had the opportunity to do before.
And I owe you some money, Amanda. There's a brilliant bakery as well. Come on, guys. And I should say there's a brilliant bakery as well. Yes.